Da 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 da! What's my good cheer? Welcome, everybody. Let's give YouTube a couple of minutes. Get those notifications out. See if anybody wants to come in and hang out with me at almost midnight by the skin of my teeth. I come in fresh. It's important for me to show up. But I had one goal today, and that goal was to get a video from my trip edited and ready to be uploaded tomorrow. And guess what? It's ready to be uploaded right this minute. I finished it, you guys. It took me all day. There was a little bit of frustration in that, but I know now that when things don't go well for me, when I can't figure something out, if I just don't give up, if I just keep hacking away at it, a solution will arise 100%. It's like that idea when people say, "Oh my goodness, I found my wallet that I lost last year, and it was in the very last place I looked." Well, of course it was in the very last place you looked. You wouldn't keep looking if you had found it, right? So this is what I understand, that if I just keep pushing back at what's pushing on me, that I will stumble on to an answer, a solution, a compromise sometimes, right? That it'll all work out in the end. It's just a matter of not giving up. And that's exactly what I did today. I didn't get anything else done except to eat. I tell you, it was the only way that I could manage to stay at this. And actually, to be honest, in staying at this, I must have been up at least 20 times during the course of the day, preoccupying myself with other things. And it works because then I'm able to come back into that editing with a fresh mind. And more often than not, I resolve whatever was stumping me. And lots of things were stumping me today, but I was on it. And I kept that good cheer going. And I learned a few things about my editor, right? And at the same time, I freed myself up completely for tomorrow. I only get 2 days off this week. My boss needed me to work an extra day this week. So I knew that if I didn't hack away at getting a video up today, that I might, right, drag my butt and it might roll into another week before I was able to get a video up. I'm looking at adapting and conquering in my problems and looking to see in my experimentation, because that's what it is. You're experimenting when you don't know. But what is the sacrifice, right? How much are you willing to give up in order to achieve what you want to achieve? I didn't give up too much because I woke up this morning just saying, I have one thing to get done today, and that is to get a video edited. And I did it, you guys. Right? And you might think that is nothing. You might think that's absolutely incredible that a 62-year-old woman is, right? Playing around in this digital age and actually editing her own videos. It's not pretty, it's not always pretty, 100%. But I got the job done, and every time I do editing, I get a little bit better at it. And I make a point of learning something new. I knew what the problems I was having the last set of videos that I was editing. And I resolved to get on it so I wouldn't have it this year and trying to figure out, right, how to get my videos up there without missing a beat, right? Without turning it into a disaster or making it totally unprofessional. I get it, right? I am a vlogger, right? I am old school, but that's where my genuineness lays, right? That's my hook because I don't want to be all tidy and neat and cold and precise and corporate with my brand. That's not what my brand is about because that's not what I'm about, right? I am grateful for the job that puts the roof over my head, that allows me to be myself in that position that I carry with that company that I work for. But this brand is mine. This brand is my company. And I choose to run it in a casual, real, genuine, the good, the bad, the ugly, the knowledgeable, the less knowledgeable, right? The silliness, right, in my thinking, and the preciseness in my thinking. And in just coming in here and just sharing that to the best of my ability. That video I edited today, was it perfect? I thought it was pretty good, but it was far from perfect. I'm not an editor. I don't enjoy editing, but I did enjoy the creative part of it, of putting the story together. I must say, if I could stand over an editor's shoulder and instruct them how I would like it to be done, well, it would make me feel more comfortable. And in my own mind of what I feel that I bring to the table, creativity in a creative manner, right? I would have to give that respect to the person that's editing, that if they spend a few minutes, a couple hours, getting to know me a little bit, that maybe we could somehow be on the same page. And that could be a chore that I could give up, that I can pass on, that I wouldn't have to stand behind somebody's back and saying, "Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you make me look better?" Right. And I'd like to think that I would have that, um, well, I would have that gift of it being that easy, but it isn't that easy, is it? It never is. But if you never give up, right? I was slow today. It took me 12 hours to get a 26-minute video up, but I got it with my end screens and my playlists and I got it done. Thumbnail, it's done. I got it scheduled. It's done. And whether it's good or bad, well, that's up for the audience to decide. And you can let me know in the comments when you watch the video, if you decide to watch the video, what you thought of it. I decided that my first video would not be my first day of the trip and my first camp spot. What it would be a walk on a nature trail, right? And it would it worked out for me. Well, I don't know if it worked out for me yet, but it may work out for me in being able to release some of that pressure of some of that storage that I'm taking up in my accounts, that I could release that and possibly, right, have some of those first videos upload finally to my account. But if that doesn't work, something else will come across my path, and I'll have to be grateful for the very least that it put the heat on me that, right, we're not waiting 2 or 3 weeks to start this series. We're starting it right now. How many times I'm going to post a week? I don't know. I got a lot of footage, you guys. My next video is going to be an interview that I did with the wife of a geologist who has her own rock shop, crystalline rock shop. And she was very kind enough to let me interview her and let me film her store. And because it's tied up in how I tied up this series this year of right, making the content around my rock hounding, around my crystal digging, and exploring places and rocks that I have never experienced before, right? And so I thought it tied really nicely into the series that I'm doing uh, this year. So my next video will be that interview and a tour of her shop in Bancroft. And I hope you enjoy that. And hopefully that will be enough to release the storage, right? Or at the very least, that I, right, just bought some more storage. It's probably what I'm going to do. But being the cheapo that I am, I'm always looking for the least inexpensive expense in what I do. And that's the truth. But another truth is you get what you pay for. And because I am partnered with Google and YouTube, right, you invest in that. And that's a signal to them too that I am taking this all very seriously. I figure they've got that figured out already, but if they didn't, welcome to this year's series, you guys. This gift that is a reward for myself. And because, right, I come out here and I share, and that hopes to be the evidence that I might inspire somebody else to start hacking away at their goals and their dreams and at their better life in that creation of the best human being they possibly can, right? I'm letting that reward by sharing it out there. And if it right impacts you in any way, if you start working towards those goals and those dreams that you have, if you decide that you want to make a little bit of movement for yourself in bettering your life or bettering even the lives around you, right? Because sometimes you better those lives and it's just like an after effect, right? That your life is just naturally improved in it. We can have expectations like that, but when they reveal themselves to actually, well, happen, right? It's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing and it does happen, you guys. Okay. So, my video is done today. Pat myself on the back, right? Didn't get anything else done today. I tried to a few dishes, wipe the counter, right? Through through my laundry in the basket. It's pretty much it. Besides a little bit of attention for my cat, right? Because I did have a busy day and I'm glad that I applied myself because it could have been a different story. It could have been a day where I just sat in this chair and right took in lessons, watch metal detecting videos, take a nap. Probably would have taken a nap. I'm not a much of a napper, right? But I could have filled up that time in other ways that wouldn't have made me much movement. So I'm going to bed today, quite content and quite pleased with myself. And I think I'll take that. I earned that. Guys, have a great night and we'll see you tomorrow. My first explore on this trip of 2024 to Ontario, 11, 12 different provincial parks. It's on now, you guys. First video being released tomorrow, I do believe, 9 a.m. Central, if you want to check it out. Guys, have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.